Welcome to another episode of Careers Express, brought to you by the Cyprus Mail, where job seekers and professionals can stay up to date with what matters most in our world of work. Today, our topic is Forex brokerage companies, a growing sector in Cyprus, employing a large number of professionals. Joining me in this discussion is Tickmill Group's Global Head of Business Development, Carla Nimmer. With over a decade in business development and sales, Carla oversees the overall management of Tickmill's strategic, operational, and customer relationships. Carla, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Hi, Elizabeth, and thank you for having me today.
A growing number of Forex companies set up shop in Cyprus over the last few years. Many are wondering, what do these companies actually do? Could we look together at some specific questions? Firstly, Forex companies are sometimes accused of being scams. How would you reply to that?
It's definitely not always the case that Forex companies are scammers. Unfortunately, a lot of brokers nowadays were too ambitious and not properly prepared to manage the risk, while also being always compliant when they started onboarding clients. This has led, unfortunately, to a lot of businesses shutting down and people losing their jobs. Not to also mention that regulators all around the world, they have been really becoming so strict, and they are targeting brokers that they are not treating their clients fairly.
And what would you say to people who frame Forex trading as if it were gambling?
Um, Forex can only be described as gambling when only in a certain case. So the case is when clients are incautious, they have no prior knowledge of how to trade, and they believe that Forex trading is always profitable. None of these things are true. So that's why here at Tickmill, we always focus on education and expand the awareness about the investments risks. There is always a risk in any other startup business or investment, as you're probably aware of. That's why we should always, in any case, be aware and learn as much as possible before we start investing. And I think it's the same way when it comes to investing in the financial industry.
So you mentioned risk. How high is the risk for traders?
In terms of the risk can be as high as the trader decides to manage it. So the trader can set his or her risk according to the knowledge and experience in trading that they have. That's why education here is very important.
So you're also mentioning client education here. Do you mean retail or institutional clients or both?
And when it comes to education, it's always good to have with all type of clients, so retail and institutional. When it comes to retail, especially for beginners, they usually need education of what is forex, how to trade forex, what are the things I should be looking into before I start trading, and what are also the risks behind it. This is very important before any retail client starts investing in that. They need to be aware on what are the investment risk behind it. The other thing regarding to institutional clients, most of them are professional, but we shouldn't be sometimes too confident when it comes to trading and investing. I should always be aware of what's going on around the world around me, and I should be also looking at every factor that's happening, that it could be also an impact on my trading investment, because it comes really or around the forex exchange market around the globe. So education in this case is really important for retail and professional clients.
What role does pricing transparency play in the Forex market?
Okay, as with any other businesses, before you purchase a product, you should be aware of the pricing and cost that will encounter. So in our industry, in the forex trading, there is a demo account that a trading can practice trading with uh, with the investment that he's willing to invest, and experience also the cost of products that one is willing to invest in. The demo account gives the trader the experience without any risk to their capital, because it has virtual money and the client also can decide what amount he will have in that demo account. So it gives him like a real experience, but with no risk.
Like a simulator kind of thing.
Yes, correct.
Why has Cyprus become a home or a hub for Forex companies?
It has actually several reasons. I will just name few. Cyprus, firstly, it has a very low tax jurisdictions. Secondly, CySEC is a re-owned EU regulatory body, which makes it really attractive for international companies to come and be part of this regulators within EU. Additionally, the geographic location of Cyprus, which allow all type of international companies, not only forex trading, to have the global reach. So it enables the brokers to have great access to a number of markets.
From Tickmill's perspective, what is the future of Forex companies, both in Cyprus and abroad?
So, in my opinion, the future for forex companies globally is to maintain a good, solid presence in the market and offer multi-assets for all type of clients. And it's all about offering clients a safe way to trade while catering to all their needs.
We are in a time where crypto is rising in popularity in terms of wealth management, so especially among millennials and even younger generations. Do you feel that cryptocurrencies are the new Forex?
When considering the differences between these financial markets and the advantages and disadvantages, it's not likely that crypto is the new forex. Cryptocurrency, let's not forget, they are very volatile, while forex markets are more stable, and it is easier to control risks on forex rather than the crypto.
Speaking of younger people, could you say a little about Tickmill's growing pool of young talent and how is it creating opportunities for young professionals?
For the younger talent in the industry, I would say that there's an extensive growth opportunities within the company in terms of career advance, training, educational advantages. We also offer at Tickman so many additional benefits to create an attractive and interesting work environment. I would say, Tickmill is all about people. And we run multiple team bonding and corporate events in a quarterly or yearly basis. We have also a lot of opportunities to meet the opportunities when it comes to traveling abroad. So they meet, they bond together, and a lot of interesting and challenging projects, and so much more.
So much to think about. Thank you. Before we go, do you have any final thoughts?
I would just like to add an additional, maybe bit of information actually for both traders and someone that is looking to work for a forex broker. I think one should always consider the reputation of the company before making any final decision. One can maybe look into the licenses that the broker has and the long lasting business vision of the company that ensures security and trust to their client is one of the most important factors. So you need to know if the broker you trade with is reputable, and the same applies for also if you choose to work for this company.
Finally, where can people learn more about Tickmill?
You can always find, of course, more information about the company through visiting our website, www.tickmill.com. And we can reach out to anybody that would like to reach out to me personally or to the team through LinkedIn, YouTube channels, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Carla, thanks so much for sharing these valuable insights.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for having me.
Thanks also to you, our Careers Express viewers, for joining us. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel and follow us on our social media as well. See you in a new video very soon.